Hello children. In the previous class, we had completed with the exercise of chapter 1. We had done all A, B, C, D and E. Today, we will be continuing with the value-based question answer of chapter 1. The question is as follows. Parents have many responsibilities towards their children. List 5 responsibilities that children have towards their family. Are your responsibilities dependent on scoldings and frequent reminders? Explain with 2 examples. Now, value-based questions are those questions for which the answer of different students would be different. You have to understand this and then answer these questions. Now first understand what this question says. Parents have many responsibilities towards their children, isn't it? Think about your parents. Every day they are doing the responsibility of growing you up, of providing you proper education, proper food, proper care. And when you are ill, they even look after you, they take you to the doctor, provide you better medicines, take care of you. And not only this, they look after your each and every need and they fulfill it also. Now these are the responsibilities of the parents. They are doing it, they are carrying out their responsibilities towards their children. Now list 5 responsibilities that children have towards their family. Now you as children also have some responsibility towards your family because you are also a member of the family and you should also take care of each and every member of your family. Now the question says, are your responsibilities dependent on scoldings and frequent reminders? That means the responsibility which has been given to you, the duty which has been given to you, do you carry out those duties, those responsibilities only when you are scolded or only when you are reminded of it, or you do it on your own? Explain with 2 examples. Now I would give you the answer of the first one. List 5 responsibilities that children have towards their family. First one, this is the prime most important responsibility of yours, that is to study well. Because every parent, they send their child to school, they look after each and every needs and requirement of the child as far as the studies are concerned. The books that you require, the notebooks that you require, whichever stationery item you ask for, they are always ready to provide you out. The only thing that you have to do is, you have to study well. To take care of grandparents. If you have grandparents at home, then it is also your responsibility to take care of them. And it is also said that the grandchildren, they share a special bond with their grandparents. You have also studied this in the first chapter, that the grandchildren are having a special bond, a special love, a special liking towards their grandparents. So as they are old, they are not that active, so you should always help them out and bring the things that they ask for. To help the younger ones, if there is someone in the family who is even younger than you, you have to take care of them as well. And whenever they require your help, be that in studies or in eating or in playing, you should always be there to help them out, because this is your responsibility as a younger brother, as an elder brother or an elder sister. To keep your things arranged, neat and clean. Keeping the things arranged, keeping the house neat and clean is not only the responsibility of your mother. It is the responsibility of each and every member of the house. If every member of the house takes care that the things are arranged, they are neat and clean, then the house would look beautiful with things arranged and house looking very neat and clean. And one more responsibility, and this should be carried out by each and every child, to help your mother in her work, because she is the person who gets up early in the morning before even you get up or any other family member gets up in the house. She gets up early in the morning, and from that time onwards her hectic schedule begins. She looks after each and every family member's food, their lunch, their requirements, and she is on her toes from very early morning till she goes back to bed at night. So whenever she needs your help in the kitchen or any other work, you should always be ready for it and provide her the help. Now the next part of the question says, are your responsibilities dependent on scolding and frequent reminders? That means, are you carrying out your duty or your responsibility only when you are scolded? No. My responsibilities are not dependent on scoldings and frequent reminders. Two examples for it. I sit for studying at proper time every day. That means nobody scolds you at home that go and study. This is your time for studying. Why are you wasting your time? Why are you playing? Why are you watching TV? As soon as you see that your time it's the time for your study, you should go and start studying. I take care of my things. Whatever are your things, your belongings, you should take care of those things, because it is your responsibility to take care of those things. Your parents have provided you those things and you have to take care of those things. Now come to the next part, that is something to do, page number 8. In this part, the first question says, why is it important to share responsibilities at home? How do you share responsibility for household chores? Why? Why should you share the responsibility at home? It is important to share responsibilities because every member of the family has different responsibilities. So, all of them should share their responsibility. How do you share responsibility for household chores? Household chores means the work that is carried out at home. Simple household works, cleaning of the house, cooking food, cleaning of the utensils, arranging the things which are scattered here and there. How do you share your responsibility for those work? I share responsibility for household chores by helping my mother in her work, by watering plants, and by arranging my things. So these are my views. I have written this. You can even write something else if you do it at your home. Like many children, they go to the milk booth, they bring milk from there. Many children, they go along with their grandparents to the market and they get vegetables from there. So these are also other ways of sharing responsibilities. These are also household chores which you carry out. But maximum children, as they are very small, they are not able to do all the work. So they help their mother in her work. They water the plants. They like it by watering it through pipes or through sprinklers. And they even arrange the things. You can write your own answers also. These are my views. I have given it. You can write it on your own also. Now come to the question number 2. Who is your role model? Mention the qualities which you admire in him, her, and would like to imbibe. Like to imbibe means you would like to become like that. You would like to follow. My role model is my father. I have given the example of my father. It's not necessary that you give the example of your father only. You can give the example of any person whom you admire and you would like to become like that, become like him or her. Your father, your mother, any artist, any singer, any person who has inspired you and you want to become like them. So, second part of the question, mention the qualities which you admire in him. The qualities that I would like to imbibe, which you admire in him and would like to imbibe. Now, the qualities that I would like to imbibe from my father are, he is very caring and at the same time he is very responsible. That means a person who carries out his duties well. So, if you are writing about the role model of any actor, any singer, any politician, any teacher or anybody whom you would like to become like, then you can write down the qualities if you are aware of that person. Now, let's move to the next question. Now, question number 3. Write one value each that you would like to imbibe from your. Now, these are the different family members that is given here. Grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, uncle. Maternal. Maternal means from your mother's side. Your mother's brother. Aunt. Your mother's sister. Uncle from your paternal side. That means from your father's side. Your father's brother. Uncle. Your father's brother's wife. Aunt. Now you have to write the value that you would like to imbibe from them. See, every person has some quality or the other. Every person is born with some special quality. We have to find those qualities out. Now, I have given the example of 2. The rest, you would write it on your own because you know your family members more than I do. So, you will write it down. I will help you out by giving 2 examples. Like grandfather, the quality, the value that you would like to carry out from him would be, he is very honest. Okay. Father is very hardworking. You can write anything else also. He is very polite. He is very sincere in his work. Or anything, whichever quality you feel that your father has and you would like to imbibe from him or you would like to copy from him, you would like to follow from him. So these are the different family members, both from your mother's side, that is maternal side, and your father's side, paternal side. You write it down. Then come to question number 4. The goal of spending quality family time is to love, understand and have wonderful relationship with family members. Now, this lockout period has definitely given each family a quality family time, isn't it, children? Your father is with you throughout the day. All the family members, they are spending quality family time. They are having time for each other. They are having time for gossip. They are having time for indoor games. They are having time for conversation. So each family now is definitely spending quality time. And this is the best way out to understand each and every family member, to love them, to create a wonderful relationship. Now the question says, mention 3 activities that your family engages in, making family time memorable and enjoyable. Now, each family is engaged in some or the other work because they have to pass the time, and during this work they do engage themselves in some activities. Now, which 3 activities your family is involved in and you are enjoying that, it is becoming memorable for you, you have to write those 3 activities over here. The options are: A. Sport. Which family time or the activities that you are involved in with your family members? Street cricket, badminton, football, cycling. Indoor games, that would be Ludo, Carom, those who are engaged in indoor games. Even chess, you can write chess also. Many people prefer to play chess also. Fun games, Antakshari, Damsaraz, or many more. You all know many other names. Activity games, mimicry. That means when you make out the sound of different personalities, different people around you, that is called mimicry. Spinning the bottle. These all are the different activity games that the family members are involved in when they are free or when they want to spend quality time with each other. Now let's move on to the last question. You like to eat bhel puri, but your friend wants to eat burger all the time. Now you all know that burger is not a healthy food, isn't it? Burger is a junk food, which is not preferable for our body, for our health. But many children, they prefer to have burgers, pizzas, and they do not prefer healthy food. How will you and your parents decide what to cook for him when he comes to your home? Keep in mind, junk food is unhealthy. Now see, the question says that your friend likes bhel puri. You like to have bhel puri, but your friend likes to eat burger. And if that friend comes to your house, how will you decide what to cook for him? You have to also keep this in mind that the food that you cook should be healthy. Now, we would decide to cook. So these are my views. You can write different food items also. Dhokla, pav bhaji, custard. Now, dhokla. These all are the food items which are not that spicy, and at the same time it's very healthy also and delicious. All these food items are delicious as well as healthy. So with this, we come to an end of this chapter with the entire exercise done, value-based question answers done, and something to do done. All that you have to do is go through the entire chapter, prepare it thoroughly so that in the next class I can conduct a test. Thank you, children.